You gonna do what we gonna? Look, you have to do punch. I want you to jab, step jab. All right, you just keep punching. Go straight. Ready? Go. Come out, come out, come out, come out. What we gonna do? We can pick it up a little bit. We ain't really gotta pick it up. We want to throw shots in the inside. Because a lot of fighters I see doing the pass, they're doing it like this. Their hands is not turning. So when you're on the pass, your hands must turn. There you go, jump on.
As the clash between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis approaches, Floyd Mayweather joined Davis's training camp for an intense, full-scale workout that sent shockwaves through the boxing world. With Mayweather's trademark speed, sharp footwork, and laser focus on display, the session delivered a clear message: this isn't just another exhibition. Under Mayweather's watchful eye, Davis is preparing to bring his A game.
Right down. There you go. There you go. There you go. Get that shot right there. There you go.
Mayweather has reportedly been teaching Davis key skills to prepare for his November 14th fight against the much bigger Jake Paul. During their intense training sessions, Mayweather emphasized precise timing, defensive counters, and exploiting openings against taller opponents. He drilled Davis on slipping punches, controlling body angles, and delivering powerful shots from the inside, techniques that Mayweather himself perfected when facing larger fighters.
You bring it back and be like, you got to squat you. It's like this. You got to move. You got to squat. So right here, go. No pop. Everything short. Still short. Slide up. Anyway. Pop.
Mayweather is widely regarded as one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. But his success never came from talent alone. It came from relentless hard work and discipline. Throughout his career, Mayweather was renowned for his unparalleled dedication to training, consistently outworking everyone in the gym. Now, he's bringing that same mentality to Davis's camp as they prepare for the upcoming fight against Jake Paul. Mayweather is pushing Tank through intense drills, focusing on precision, defense, and smart counter-punching. The same fundamentals that made Floyd unbeatable.
What other people do.
Even with him having $180 million guaranteed purse Saturday night, he trains like he's broke. No joke. He trains like you don't have a dollar, like it's no tomorrow. And now I understand why you can put the cap on him and call him TBE.
The only person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, constantly flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, still fucks everybody up. Yeah, the thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline. Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying, he's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants.
Davis has always believed that the best way to improve is by stepping into the ring with bigger, stronger opponents. Training against larger fighters pushes him to stay sharp, refine his timing, and perfect both his power and movement. It's a demanding approach, but one that has strengthened his confidence and composure under pressure. Over the years, Tank has mastered the art of staying calm against heavy hitters, using precision and smart defense to turn their size into his advantage.
Wake up, wake up. Do it. What on his ass? Oh, right. Right now. Oh,
Recent reports from Davis's camp suggest he's been putting in serious work against opponents who are much taller and stronger than him, and the results are impressive. Gym observers say several of his sparring partners, usually confident and relying on their size, were left staggering after taking his shots. One report even described a larger fighter struggling to stay on his feet after Davis landed a heavy punch that drove him into the ropes. According to insiders, these sessions aren't just for show, they're deliberate stress tests designed to sharpen Davis's timing, precision, and power under real physical pressure.
Davis knocked out heavyweight in brutal sparring session. And it just makes me think. You're willing to go spar with heavyweights, but you're not willing to go fight people that you should be fighting. You know what I mean? You're fighting Lamont Roach. Sparring partners was like, man, I was about to spar Tank. He was sparring this big boy, a heavyweight boy. Tank hit him so hard, he was on the ropes like this, hanging. I thought he died. I was like, man, I hope you don't do this stuff to me. When Davis asked to confirm whether it was true, the WBA lightweight champion said, stuff be happening. Best not to get in there with me. This guy has all the skills in the world to knock out even heavyweights in sparring, and yet he won't fight Core Stevenson. He won't fight Teofimo Lopez. He won't fight anyone that he needs to fight to become great. He's fighting Frank Martin and Lamont Roach. You know what I mean? It's just truly crazy. But hey, it's his career. He wants to just make money, the easiest money that he can, without fighting the hardest competition.
Meanwhile, Jake Paul has also intensified his training, making a major move by bringing in Shakur Stevenson as a sparring partner. According to multiple reports, Paul is working closely with Stevenson, a highly skilled southpaw known for his slick defense and lightning-fast hands, to refine his speed, footwork, and ring IQ. Paul has openly admitted that he's shifting his focus away from bulking up and instead concentrating on becoming quicker and more agile to match Davis's explosiveness. The goal is to replicate the kind of fast-moving, highly technical style that Davis brings to the ring, ensuring Paul isn't caught off guard.
Kind of keeping me up at night.
Jake, how do you prepare for, like you said, a guy who is shorter than you? How do you find a sparring opponent to replicate something that obviously, there's nobody else out there that's Tank Davis? How do you prepare for a guy that's different stature-wise?
Yeah, no, we have world champions. Raymond Ford in the 130-pound weight class. We got Montana Love in. Shakur Stevenson is coming in this week. So
Wow.
just sparring against guys on their level and people who have, been doing this their whole entire lives. But we're really focusing on speed and not as much on power. I'm not doing as much like weightlifting and all of that stuff. I'm actually trying to lose some muscle so that I have less weight and so that my punches are coming off faster.
I know the answer to this question. Is there any kind of universe where you view just surviving this fight as a win?
For me, I never let myself go there. I'm a fierce competitor. And, always need to have the W and come out on top. Yeah. And also shock the world and even shock my.
Daniel Cormier highlighted that Jake Paul's size advantage overshadows any intrigue, making it hard for fans to take the fight seriously. He explained that the weight gap isn't just a physical issue, it impacts stamina, power absorption, and overall safety. In his view, while the event might spark curiosity, it lacks genuine sporting value. Cormier also warned that the ongoing emphasis on spectacle over substance could harm the integrity of boxing.
That's bad. Because you know what that tells me? That tells me that even he recognizes that he's too big for him.
Yes.
He recognizes that he's too big for him.
I'm wondering how this even came about. It can't be that Gervonta Davis needs money. That can't be the reason why
he's world champion so recently. How could he be broke?
That's what I'm saying. Is he doing this for money? And then why and how is even Jake Paul doing this when no one respects it? I can't think of anybody that respects this.
But Jake Paul has been able to carve out and make his own lane in boxing, and I've never seen anything like it, bro. He literally, we don't know what weight class he fights in any situation. We just don't know. He kind of makes his own rules.
He makes his own rules.
And it seems like people are playing by those rules. I remember a couple weeks ago, WBC and the Jose Suleiman, was very upset that he wasn't going to be able to put the belt on the winner at Canelo versus Crawford. That's the thing that's happened since the beginning of the time. Those guys are very powerful in boxing. But with Zuffa boxing, it was almost like that power was getting stripped away. They were very disappointed. But how can you take those sanctioning organizations seriously when they are sanctioning this?
That's my point. That's my point. That's why I think that this whole thing that we have, this boxing and this MMA argument and Zuffa getting into boxing, our argument is misplaced because things like this should not be happening. And the fact that boxing is allowing this to happen is an embarrassment to the sport.
Yeah, I don't understand why. I've talked about this before. Like, I didn't know why they were fighting because, I mean,
Stephen A. S. Smith asked Gervonta Davis's coach which opponents he believes deserve to share the ring with Tank next. The coach didn't hesitate. He made it clear that anyone who has spoken negatively about Davis should be first in line. Names like Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez were mentioned as fighters who have publicly questioned Tank's ability. For the coach, this isn't just about rivalry, but respect. He believes these men need to experience firsthand what Tank's power truly feels like. The goal isn't revenge for their words, it's about silencing the critics who continue to doubt Davis's dominance.